Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in time and space when you're watching this. Thank you for being here. I'm just waiting for folks to settle in. Um, it is Wednesday, July 1st. We have made it halfway through the year. Miraculously, we are still here. And we're unpacking a lot, aren't we? We are unpacking a lot. So, yeah, thank you for your presence. Thank you for being here. Yeah, it's a big time. It's an energetically intense time. Hey, Glam, how are you doing? What's new with you? So, yeah, I'm just getting my tech set. Pin in the comment. Might turn on one more light. Yeah, I think I have to do that. It helps a little bit. Hey, Angela. Welcome. So good to see you too. Haven't been feeling well the last couple weeks, so glad to be back. Glad to be present again. But yeah, it is quite the time. Oh, road trip, Glam. That's fun. Where are you thinking about going? Maybe we can be in touch as well. Hey, Allie. Allie, I was watching more Jin Dao stuff last night. I'm excited for this weekend. Very excited for this weekend. Thank you, Angela. Hello, Rachel. So just gonna wait a little bit more time for folks to come in, get settled. If anyone want to keep sharing how you're doing, hey, Kate. Today is gonna be, I don't really have notes to read from today. I just had some things I've had on my mind that were kind of related to the posts I posted earlier today, like an hour ago or so. In that post, I talked a bit about, I posted the sun because last week when I was going to do the Reiki session last week and I wasn't feeling well, but at that time I was planning on talking about the sun anyway. And then yesterday when I was pulling cards about what I should share about for Reiki today, I pulled the sun again. So, and it's interesting because when I first pulled the card, I was like not feeling it, like not vibing with it. Like in that moment, I wasn't vibing with it last week. I wasn't vibing with it today, or last night rather. And I think that was kind of the point though, to a certain extent. Like sometimes the sun as a tarot card and as, just like, the star that we know in our solar system, it is unrelenting. It is extremely intense. It doesn't relent because of its own movement or its own action or energy. It relents. We get a sense of reprieve because clouds form or because the earth rotates, like it's not, or the revolutions of the sun, summer, winter, the difference between summer and winter. But it is ever burning, ever shining. And there are other factors that allow us moments of reprieve or rest or shade from it. And the past couple of days, I've been doing a bit of shadow work myself, sitting with some very uncomfortable truths within me. And like many people, when you feel that kind of sense of pain or like a really present sense of discomfort or harm, there's a sense of like, okay, how can I release this what is the best way for me to not feel this way anymore. But that's not how it works. That's not how the sun works. It's not how sitting with truth works. The truth is ever present, and we can choose our response to that truth. Hey, Cass. And so it's up to us to integrate that and to know how to care for ourselves in the full light and blindness of the intensity of our truth, of our vitality, of our knowing. Because like I was saying in the post that I made, like, sometimes the truth hurts, just like the sun. The sun burns us when we don't take the necessary precautions to care for ourselves within that awareness. But in that too, like, there's so much. The sun gives us life. The sun gives us hope. It gives us a sense of how to proceed within ourselves, how to proceed within, like, our society, within our groups. And it's a life giver in that sense. It's liberating. It's very liberatory. A couple weeks ago, I had a client who was a Black woman, and she was saying that she felt like she didn't have enough time, that there wasn't enough time for her to accomplish the goals that she wanted, for her to learn the things she wanted, for her to feel basically happy. The sense that, like, oh, the world is ending, things are fucked, like, how, like, what there's no time for me to make my way in this world. And I told her, and I still feel this way, like, for me as a Black person, I feel like I have an abundance of time right now, because the things that have been suffocating to me, that have been oppressive to me, they are being revealed, recognized, shown, acknowledged, and it's that acknowledgement and that, like, attention is allowing me the room to be able to no longer feel like I'm being gaslit, for one, but also, like, the revealing of these oppressive structures allows us to clear them out and allows us to make room for new structures that are supportive of people like me, of people who have historically been marginalized or oppressed. So it's like, I feel like there's all the possibility, all the room for imagination in the world. And this is still even with that awareness of the disproportionate effect of violence on Black people. And that's what makes it so necessary for us to dream, for us to imagine new ways, because of that disproportionate harm. So yeah, and I say this now to everyone to no longer feel like burdened by the limitations of the society that we live in and the rules that we're supposed to play by. And while it is a challenge to sit with the uncomfortable truths that we live with in our society, the deadly truths, the violent truths that we live with, it is sitting with those truths that ultimately bring us to freedom and to peace and to a sense of imagination and greatness. So yeah, does anyone have anything they'd like to share or any thoughts or anything before I get into sending the Reiki? I guess, yeah, while I wait for that to happen or not, I guess part of the intention of the Reiki that I'll send today is about, like, kind of owning that liberation of the sun. the liberation that is shown in the tarot card. My cards are over there. Let me go and grab them real quick before we start. Yeah, the intention is to embody the liberatory nature of the sun. Angela says, exposure from the sun is a huge download from your blessed words. Thank you, I appreciate it. I'm glad that, I'm glad that it got you to where you needed to go. So yeah, I just want to show the sun real quick, the tarot card, to help you with your own kind of absorption and downloads for the card. You would think it would be right on top because I was just looking at it, but here it is. Here's the sun. Free, vital, bright, abundant, full of life, not a care in the world, exposed. It's a naked person there, a naked child. The fact that it's like a child too points to this word is complicated, but also like the purity of this kind of feeling. Like it does not exist by the rules or structures of society as we know it. That's what I mean by purity. It is not aware that there are rules yet. That's the nature of childlike joy. So yeah, we will get started from there. Let me make sure I've got music going. And let me know if you have any other thoughts or anything while we're doing this. Thank you so much for your presence and for being here. All right, so get yourself into a comfortable position, whether that be sitting or laying, whatever feels right for you, whatever works for your body and your energy today. And as you get yourself situated, I am going to make sure I have the right music. Okay, there you go. As you get yourself situated, I invite you to place one hand over your heart and one hand over your solar plexus. Solar plexus is the area of your torso that's right above your belly. And I know personally I have barely touched anyone for the last several months. I find that like touching these parts of my body, touching my shoulder, putting a hand on my shoulder, or just like giving myself a hug, even just touching my legs and my feet, like it really helps a lot to touch yourself in a sexual way, in a non-sexual way. It helps you feel connected and supported. Again, especially if you haven't touched another person in a long time. So yeah. In this practice, we are calling in the guidance, the protection, the wisdom of Mother Earth, for one, our highest selves, our wise and well ancestors, and our guides working in alignment with the highest and best good. Hold space for us, hold wisdom for us, protect us. Protect us in our journeys, protect us in our knowing. We are in gratitude for your presence. And they say they are in gratitude for our presence as well. And as we get into this meditation, I invite you all to say your names aloud 3 times in the following manner. Insert your own name for mine. And when you say that your name and you say this, really feel into like your solar plexus, feel into this part of your body. Speak from this part of your body, because that's where your I am energy comes from. Your vital energy, your solar energy. It's called the solar plexus, right? I am Aaliyah. I am Aaliyah. I am Aaliyah. We do this to affirm our life, to ground ourselves in our I am and our vitality and our highest selves. So we do not forget who this work is for. So it is, or better. So whenever you're ready, you can put your hands down by your side, or you can keep them there if that feels more right for you. And again, today we're setting the intention of connecting to our vital force, our life energy. For this expression to be liberatory for us, for our truth to be tools, guides, and supporters for us, even as we move through challenging times, challenging feelings, challenging missions on earth. So if you haven't already, go ahead and close your eyes and I will start transmitting the Reiki. And while I'm transmitting this Reiki, as things start to come up for you, as your mind starts to wander, as your emotions start to, if they get louder, just keep connecting back to that, the sun, the warmth of the sun, the charged energy of it. The life that springs forth because of it. Let it invigorate you. Let it wake up dormant parts of you. Let it arouse aspects of you that you have suppressed. Let it give you life. Let it see how you are life, how you animate divine. Ask for clarity. Ask for the vision and sight that the light of the sun can provide. Ask it for it to bring clarity in a gentle, as gentle as it can be provided. Sometimes we need that rude awakening. But if it can be gentle, if it's in alignment with the highest and best good for us to choose it in such a manner, then be available for it. And if it doesn't come through gently, be willing to ask for support of your guides, of spirit, of your heart, of your loved ones, to help you move through it. It's okay for it to not be gentle all the time. Think of, we experience the sun as it looks static when we're just, not looking at it directly in the sky, but when it's in the sky, it feels static. But the sun is full of energy, full of just activity, to say the very least. It is okay for us to tap into that. That is the harsh reality of things sometimes. But that chaos, it brings such gentle life onto this earth. It brings such beauty. You can exist in all of these places at once. forget to breathe. Breathe in through your diaphragm, your solar plexus. Connect to your breath there. Connect to your life there. Golden light is with you. This golden light energizes you. It awakens you. It feeds you. and it is you. It feeds you, and it is you. It feeds you, and it is you. It is so grateful for you. It sees you in all your glory. It invites you to do the same. Its power is available to you anytime. All you have to do is ask. All you have to do is be available and willing. I feel this light holding you, embracing you, lifting you up. Lifting you up to see yourself. You are held. You are seen. It already is. And so it is, or better. Let it integrate into those who are present with this energy now. And so it is, or better. Whenever you are ready, you can start to move, wiggle your toes, move your fingers, shift your weight or your hips from side to side. Slowly come back at your own pace, in your own time. And whenever you're ready, come on back and open your eyes. welcome back. If anyone would like to share anything that came up for them, we have time to do that now. Anything that they would like to share about how they're feeling. The main thing that I got from it was, this sense of being held, vitalized, seen, encouraged. And like, this is something that comes up a lot in this work that I do, is that, spirit is not, for one, it's not separate from us. And then also, like, spirit wants to hear from us. Spirit wants to learn from us. And they are in awe of us, just as we are in awe of their power. They see us in our full divinity. And so they express a lot of gratitude for us, and that is part of the holding and the lifting us up. It's like, see what we can see. Here, we're trying to show you what we can see of you, because we see all of it. We see all of you. It's very powerful. It's very honest. It's very authentic. It's very supportive as well. So it's not just that we aren't alone. It's that we're all creating together too in the process. We all are responsible for holding these vibrations of vitality and truth. And I personally find that very liberating. Of course, there is like responsibility that comes with that, but if it's up to me, then I can create anything from it. I don't have to follow anyone else's rules. So, if there's nothing else, thank you all for being here. I have the pinned comment where you can send funds and love and vitality in life through Venmo or PayPal, or just tell your friends about it, share it with your friends. I'll also, this will be saved to IGTV, and I'll leave it up. I've been saying that I would delete it, but there's no point in me deleting any of them. Angela, what came up for them was co-creation, vitality, responsibility, truth, limitless. Oh, thank you. Just writing down what I was saying. I appreciate that. So yeah, thank you for being here. Oh, I'm going to take a screenshot. Thank you. Okay. Take care, y'all. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.